over here, guys. I hope you guys doing okay. I just want to reassure you guys that we're going to have a good Christmas. We are definitely going to have a Christmas. This is what we've been waiting for, guys, okay? Just stay in faith, guys. It won't be too long, all right, till we all celebrate. Take care. Bye-bye.
Posted on the Chosen Ones Telegram, forwarded from TWC's Medbeds info. Medbeds. Change procedure as of Friday, 22nd November 2024. Sky prints on Telegram. Medbeds will be available to everyone, including the general public, all at the same time, all around the world. Medbed treatments are completely free to everyone and done through the military. Free for the registration, free for the accommodation, free for the food, free for the transportation. Priority 1 will be those who are in critical condition and dying in an extremely urgent condition. Priority 2 are those who have humanitarian projects, redeemings and bonds. And those that are in priority 2, you can choose your 8 people and you don't have to worry about signing an NDA. Priority 3 is the general public. Medbeds for both humans and animals are presently available and ready to begin healing in every major city in the world. You will be booking your appointments through the Starlink satellite system, not through email, and on a national or global number that is hooked to a military secure website. We will be able to begin booking appointments at the same time as the RV appointments, both of which are imminent. There will be a public announcement and demonstration on use of the medbeds. Apparently Sky was invited to have the procedure filmed live, and I suppose Sky will update that soon. They are taking down people charging money for the use of medbed techniques because they want everyone to have free access.
All right, because I know this is going to run. It happens every damn week. Hey, Kelly, so we're waiting until January 20th for the RV?
Now, one thing I have to understand, and I've been thinking a lot about this, and my wife and I have had back and forth on this, because she's got the same opinion. What the hell are you talking about? It's going to happen now. Well, I can't guarantee that. The point is this. In my opinion, Trump is setting it up with everything being done before the January 20th, where he takes oath. But once he takes the oath, he has the full power of the government. At that point, that's when things can be executed on behalf of the RV. Until that time, we're going to run the risk of somebody getting involved because Biden is still a president. And that's a problem.
So the question is handled. I don't think we're waiting until January 20th, but some people think we're could be.
That was my personal opinion, by the way.
There you go. Nobody in any level has said, hey, look, it's going on this date. Boy, if they had, that'd be fun.
Posted from Joe Potoki Art on X, shared on the Chosen Ones Telegram. VND holders, I'm reading between the lines and it is good. They are gearing up to be ready to go after the Iraqi Dinar. Kenny Nguyen, breaking news from me. I just get off the phone interview with Vietnamese Central Bank Governor Nguyen Tai Hong. According to Mrs. Nguyen, Vietnamese banks will utilize XRP for cross-border payment, and TP Bank is also partnered with SBI Japan. Q1 2025 is the starting point. Watch the XRP go up, 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 up. This was posted on Dinar Revaluation. Friday, November 22nd, 2024. This gap has been closed by Sudani. Citizens of Iraq, You're Next, by Frank 26, 22nd November. Frank 26. This gap has been closed by Sudani. Citizens of Iraq, You're Next. Dollar-dinar exchange rate gap, causes and treatments. Dr. Haytham Hamid Mutlaq Al-Mansour, I think that's how you say his name, 22nd November. Iraq relies on its monetary policy to monitor the change in the value of its dinar against the dollar on a fixed exchange rate peg system. The overall policy aims to reduce the gap between the official and actual exchange rates and stabilize it close to the target exchange rate, curbing inflation, stimulating markets, commercial, financial and investment transactions, and stimulating growth. Therefore, reducing the exchange gap at the target exchange rate level is one of the prominent issues facing the economic policy maker in Iraq. In order to limit the major repercussions that go beyond the economic scope and crystallize significantly in the social stability of the country, this gap becomes more evident through the variation in the dollar exchange rate and the fluctuation of the real value of the dinar. Either positively, it generates revenue, or negatively, it generates additional costs that cause repercussions on purchasing power without taking individuals and economic units into account, negatively affecting local and foreign savings and investment. The more the gap varies, the greater the economic cost of investment and the higher the levels of inflation, which increases the suffering of the limited income family sector. This is forwarded from Mike Bara. This is quite funny. VND rate still sitting at 0.393, considering it was 24 something thousand, whatever. But that's pretty good. Stay there. Go higher. Go higher. I just called Jen and she said Jesus said to watch the dong. That is funny because it was going to rise, and that's a sign. That is funny. Reported from GCR Real-Time News. Something big is happening in the global financial system. The traditional rules of the financial game no longer make sense. It feels like we are witnessing a fundamental shift, and the numbers don't lie. Just take a look at this. US dollar index currently at 107.62, up 6.41% in the past 90 days. US 10-year Treasury yield now at 4.4, up 15.75% over the last 90 days. Gold defying all expectations at 2,706 per ounce, surging 7.72% in 90 days. Traditionally, this shouldn't be happening. Gold typically falls when Treasury yields rise. A stronger dollar, higher USD index usually means weaker gold prices, yet here we are. Gold is soaring faster than the dollar's strength, and in defiance of rising yields, what's the takeaway? It's hard to see this as anything other than the early signals of a major financial reset. Gold's unprecedented behavior suggests it's been positioned to play a critical role in what's coming next. These backward financial relationships aren't just anomalies, they are serious clues.
The breaking news just keeps coming. An hour ago, Stuart Aldry, the chief legal officer for Ripple, no surprise here, once again, it's been made clear the court's ruling XRP stands as not a security. That is not being appealed. So that's off the table. We now have full clarity. XRP is one of the only cryptocurrencies in the ecosystem with full regulatory clarity. XRP is not a security. Ethereum got their pass by being part of the banking system and part of the elites. And Bitcoin, we know, has gotten its pass by the elites as well. I've been telling you guys, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP are going to be the big three. First they resist it, then they sue it, then they regulate it, then they join it. Get ready for regulation and joining phase and the biggest shift in wealth in human history. Warriors, rise! Get your shit together. Love you guys.
Its monetary policy to monitor the change in the value of its dinar against the dollar on a fixed exchange rate peg system. As the overall policy aims to reduce the gap between the official and actual exchange rates and stabilize it close to the target exchange rate, curbing inflation, stimulating markets, commercial, financial and investment transactions, and stimulating growth. Therefore, reducing the exchange gap at the target exchange rate level is one of the prominent issues facing the economic policy maker in Iraq in order to limit the major repercussions that go beyond the economic scope and crystallize significantly in the social stability of the country. This gap becomes more evident through the variation in the dollar exchange rates and the fluctuation of the real value of the dinar, either positively generating revenue or negatively generating additional costs that cause repercussions on purchasing power without taking into account individuals and economic units, negatively affecting local and foreign savings and investment. The more the gap varies, the greater the economic cost of investment and the higher the levels of inflation, which increases the suffering of the limited income family sector. It has become known that the size of the Iraqi economy's GDP depends very heavily on the oil dollar, which is the main source of the Ministry of Finance's resources, instead of the non-oil dollar. which is called the non-oil export dollar, which has very low flexibility, resulting in a sharp decline in credit deposits in the accounts of traders exporting goods in Iraqi banks in exporting countries. This dependence exposes the exchange gap to fluctuations in the global oil market. When global oil prices rise, we witness a decrease in the exchange gap due to the increase in the supply of the dollar, while in contrast, during periods of economic recession or when oil prices fall, the gap increases significantly when the government is unable to provide an adequate supply of dollars in the official window for buying and selling dollars. In such cases, traders are forced to search for alternatives through the parallel market, which exacerbates price pressures on the weakest groups.